Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. So let's dig in. I want to talk about this passage from Mark that we just read yesterday. It's really so full. It is a full account. Let's go back to the beginning. So it says that this man continually lived among the tombs. What do you know? So let's just pause and think about this word for a little bit. What do you know about tombs? What is it a place of? What's there? It's a place of death, right? So this man who is under the power of an unclean spirit lived among the tombs, and no one could subdue him anymore, even with a chain. So that means, from what I can gather from this, and then at the end, when this man asked Jesus, he says he begged him to let him go with Jesus. He said, "Please, Jesus, let me go with you." But Jesus refused to permit it. Instead, he said, "Go home to your own family, relatives, and friends, and bring back word to them of how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had sympathy for you and mercy on you." So this man didn't always live among the dead. He did not always live among the tombs. He had a home and a family, friends, relatives. He had a life. But something happened, and we find him here, living continually, not every once in a while, not going home and then having spells and coming back to the tombs, but living continually among the tombs. And he says, and no one could subdue him anymore, even with a chain, means that the people in that area had tried to subdue him. They had tried by natural means to contain this spiritual presence. As the scripture tells us, the power of an unclean spirit. Now, power, remember, again, back from Luke 10:19, this is the power, this is the efforts that the enemy puts forth. Whatever he puts forth, Jesus said that we had authority, right, power, jurisdiction, strength over. So, this power, this strength that the unclean spirit would put forth, Jesus knew he had authority over. And so do you, and so do I. So we know that he wasn't always like this. This was progressive, and that the people had tried to handle it in the natural. They had tried to restrain him. And it says, this man continually lived among the tombs. No one could subdue him anymore, even with a chain. For he had been bound often with shackles for the feet and handcuffs. But the handcuffs he wrenched apart, and the shackles he rubbed and ground together and broke in pieces. And no one had strength enough to restrain or tame him. So it is very, very clear that this was not going to be fixed in the natural. That this was not something that mankind, a person, could handle in and of their own strength. So, why was it so important for this legion? He says, "What is your name?" Legion, for we are many. So this was thousands of demons, thousands of unclean spirits in this man. Why was he so urgent? It says in verse 10, and he kept begging him urgently not to send them out of that region or away from that country. As we leave today, as we finish our time together today, I want to put this in your mind. Think about, why would it have been so important for these spirits, wicked spirits in heavenly places, principalities, powers, Why would it have been so important that they be allowed to stay in that region? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.